Dear students, you know we are discussing about articles. At first, you are welcome to my class. You know we are discussing about articles. This is my second class of articles. Okay, look at the board. Then I shall discuss in details. But I want to, at the beginning, I want to say, want to discuss what is articles. You know, a, an, and the, they are called articles. A, an, and the, they are called articles. You know how many kinds of articles are? I think you can say articles are of two kinds. They are definite article and indefinite article. Definite article is the, and indefinite articles are a and an. Okay, and the use of article, also you know some use of articles. Where we use a and an, we use a and an as indefinite articles, and we use the as definite articles. Okay, now look at the blackboard. At first, use of a and. When or how we can use a or an. The use of a and an is determined by sound. The use of a and an is determined by sound. This is determined by our sound. An is used before a word beginning with a consonant sound. Here there is two kinds of sound, a consonant sound and a vowel sound. When you see a word beginning with a consonant sound, then you have to use a. And an is used before a word beginning with a vowel sound. If you see a word beginning with a vowel sound, then you have to use an. This is the general rule. I am again saying, if you say a word beginning with a consonant sound, then you have to use a. And if you see a word beginning with a vowel sound, then you have to use an. This is the general sound. What is vowel sounds? You know, vowel sounds are 5. Vowel sounds are 5, and they are a, e, I, o, u. What are the vowel sounds? The vowel sounds are a, e, I, o, u. These 5 are vowel sounds. And if you see a word beginning with a vowel sound, then you have to use an. And if you see a word beginning with a consonant sound, then you have to use an. This is the general rule. Now see the examples. A boy, a book. You see a boy, B is consonant. B is consonant, so as it begins with a consonant sound, so you have to use a before boy. A book. A, B is also consonant, so you have to use a before book. A European. You see, though there is a vowel, but the sound is consonant, so you have to say a European. A university, though there is vowel before the word, but the sound is consonant, so you have to use a before university. A one-eyed man, though there is a vowel o, but the sound is consonant, so you have to use a before one-eyed man. You have to use a. So I think if you see a vowel, if you see a consonant sound before a word beginning with a consonant sound, then you have to use a, like this. Okay. Then see the another examples. An apple. An apple, you see apple, the word before the word there is a vowel, and vowel sound. So you have to use N before apple. And egg. You also see there is vowel and this is vowel sound. So you have to use N before egg. So you have to say an apple. You have to say an egg. And then an hour. Though there is H, but this is silent. This is silent. You cannot say hour. You have to say hour. So as this is vowel sound, so you have to say N before hour. H-O-U-R, hour. The pronunciation is hour. So you have to say, you have to use N before hour. And honest man. You cannot say you cannot say honest man. You have to say honest. H is silent here. As H is silent here, so this is vowel sound. And you have to use N before honest man. You have to say an honest man. Okay. Then and MN. You also see M. M you can, and you have to also use vowel sound. When you pronounce MN, you have to use vowel sound. So you have to use N before MN. And MBBS. Also there is to pronounce MBBS, you have to use vowel sound. As there is vowel sound, so you have to use N before MBBS. Okay, dear students, in these examples we have seen how consonant sound, how A is used before consonant sound and how N is used before vowel sound. I think if you understand these examples, then it will be clear to you to understand where we use A and where we use N. Okay, then come the use of D. You know, D is the definite article. Where we use the definite article, there are some rules. Today I have discussed only the 3 rules. The remaining rules I shall discuss in my next class. Okay, use of D. Use of D, the definite article D is used, number 1, to indicate a particular person or thing. Where we use definite article D? To indicate a particular person or thing. Look at the example. Look at the boy or boys. Look at the boy or boys. Here, the boy or boys, they are not any boy or any boys. They are the particular boy or boys. So you have to say article D before boy or boys. Look at the boys. They are particular boys. So you have to say article D before boy or boys. So when we indicate a particular person or thing, we have to use article, definite article D. Okay, number 2. Before a noun which has become definite by being mentioned a second time. I am again saying, before a noun which has become definite by being mentioned a second time. You see, look at the example. There is a school in our village. There is a school in our village. A school means any school. There is a school in our village. The school is very old. But in the second time, it has been definite. It has become definite by being mentioned second time. So here you have to use definite article D before school, because here the school has become definite by being mentioned a second time. We have first time we have said a school. First time we have said a school, but in second time we have to say the school, because this is definite. The school is because this is a definite score. Okay. Now number 3, before a noun made definite by the addition of a phrase or clause. I am again saying, before a noun made definite by the addition of a phrase or clause. Look at the example. The boy who came here is my friend. The boy. Who is the boy? Who came here? Who came here? Who came here is the clause. Who came here is the clause. The boy is definite by addition of a phrase or clause. Here, by addition of a clause. The boy is definite. The noun is definite. Who is the boy? The boy who came here is my friend. So, before a noun made definite by the addition of a phrase or a clause, then we have to use definite article the before the noun. As the boy is definite by addition of a clause, so we have to use definite article the before boy or before noun. Okay, in this way we have to use the definite article the. Okay, dear students, today we shall discuss use of and. I think you have understood use of and also we have discussed in some extent the use of the on the 3 rules. The use of the on the 3 rules we have discussed. Okay, and in my next class I shall discuss in details about the use of the. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. All the best.